morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back to another video. So in this video, since we've completed the exploration of the Leicester community, we are about to do an exploration of the Leicester community, which I definitely know that you guys might have already known that both communities are side by side, but I'll just pan the camera around so that's exactly where I am. So I am presently at the roundabout, or I am presently at Sky Junction, which is a popular area that it leads to various destinations. To this particular way, it leads to the newly constructed Hill Bypass Road, and ultimately there's also another road that directly leads into town. Whilst this other way, it leads to the University of Sierra Leone, College, and also there's also another way that leads to various parts of the city. And of course, this particular way, some sections of it are part of the Gloucester community, whilst this inner part there is also another section of it that is part of the Leicester community. But this is the route that we are going to take, as this is the focus for this particular video. So I'll just pan the camera around so you guys will know exactly where I am. And of course, that is a service station, and this also is a service station, and there is a very small local commercial bank kiosk right there, as you guys are seeing it. But this is exactly where we will start the video. And again, thank you guys and welcome to the video. So this particular video, I'm planning to walk using this particular main highway all the way to IMATT Junction, or very close to Regent. But in this particular first part, or this first episode, if I can say, we'll focus our attention on the exploration of this main Leicester Road, which of course both of these houses or these communities that are located at both sides, they are part of the Leicester community. But again, welcome, and bear with me as we continue to push the video or the vlog as further as we can. So you guys will definitely see the crowds right there as people are still queuing for their voters ID right there as we continue. But stand here just to take you guys back. So there is exactly where we started the video. As I'll just try and take you guys back. So this is the community health center of the Leicester community right there as we continue, and of course make progress. So just like the video that I posted of the Gloucester community, I definitely know that the Leicester community is also, so this is the Leicester community center. So just like I was explaining to you guys are seeing the lines, and people have still not gotten hold of their ID cards yet. But again, standing here, I think there is a view of some portions of, or some parts of the Leicester community right there. So I'll just pan the camera around so you guys will see exactly how it is on that other side, or on that other section, and of course take you guys back down there is where exactly we started the vlog. And of course the queue continues right there, just like I initially told you guys, for the voters ID, as some have collected. I have also collected mine. I collected mine on a Saturday, and it was the same. I had to queue for about 3 to 4 hours just to get my voter ID, but I finally got it, and I'm just waiting for the big day to go and exercise my civic responsibility. So we continue with the video. So again, just like I was trying to explain to you guys, this particular way, or this main Leicester highway, it also directly connects to that of the newly constructed Hill Bypass Road, as this particular video again is, among other reasons, it's just to let you guys know how interconnected some parts or some various areas of the country have become over the years, since most of these major roads have been constructed. But unlike this particular main road where I showed you guys that entrance to the Gloucester community, that particular road is not yet paved. And that particular road also, just to let you guys know, that it starts from that particular Sky Junction, and it also has a way, or leads all the way to the Regent community, if I can say. But again, I'll just take you guys back so you guys know exactly where we came from. So right there, and this is exactly where we are, still at the Leicester community, and try to push the video as further as we can. So again, I definitely know that the similarities between the Gloucester and that of the Leicester communities are very, very striking, as there is only one downside, and that particular one is, I think some parts of the Leicester community is more noisy because some of the inhabitants that are located at this particular main highway, since it is a very, very important and a busy highway, it is somehow noisy. But I think if we take a closer look at some parts, or at the inner part of the Leicester community, we'll definitely find out that it is as quiet as also that of the Gloucester community. So that is Ansbeth Drive. It goes all the way down that particular side as we continue, and also continues to this other way here as we make progress. So again, if we can stand here, just give even you guys the view from this particular side, in case we will not be able to see those particular buildings as we continue with the vlog. So those, I'm definitely sure, are located at some parts of the South Ridge, or the Gloucester side, or the Gloucester section of this particular community, as we continue with the video. So again, just like I initially told you guys, this particular road, there are certain sections or certain spots where we'll stand and we'll be able to see some parts of the back ends of the inner part of the Hill Station community, back of Whole School, the Hill Court community, and also some parts of the city center. So this is Ajayiniko Drive. It goes all the way down to that particular side as we continue with the video. Still here and pushing the video as further as we can. So this is Mami Adel Drive. It goes all the way down that particular side, located at the Leicester community. So just like that of the Gloucester community, except when we are getting very close to some parts of the Leicester community. I think most of these areas, since we started the vlog, except for that main roundabout, the Leicester community is mostly a residential area. Check out that new construction project right there. The Leicester community is mostly a super residential area, just like that of the Gloucester community, as you definitely tell that because it is very, very quiet and there is some sort of a lack of enterprises and businesses. This is Edwin Smith Drive. It goes all the way down that particular side right there as we continue with the video. So just like I was saying, there is some sort of an absence of business enterprises, but I will not be too worried about that because there are various intersections, or there are various roads that leads to the city center or some parts of the city center where I definitely know that the inhabitants of both the Gloucester and the Leicester communities usually go to source some of the items or some of the essentials that they may need for their household and other uses. As we continue, so again, I will stand here just trying to take you guys back so you guys know exactly where we came from. So there is exactly where we came from right there, still at this main Leicester road as we continue with the video. And also bear with me and trying to zoom in to those other parts or those other sections of the Leicester community and also the Gloucester community, some sections over there as we continue with the video. So I've initially told you guys that this particular highway, it leads all the way to IMATT junction or very close to the Regent community, but we will approach certain areas where I will have to put the camera down as there is a very, very important embassy that is located at some part or some section of this particular highway. So just like I initially told you guys, this video will be divided into two parts. The first part will look at the exploration of the Leicester community, and immediately after that, the second part, if possible, we'll try and look at the back ends of or the intersections of the IMATT community, and of course the South Ridge side, which is the back end of that important embassy. So I'll try and see how I'll be able to do that without, of course, you guys definitely know that in this channel we don't film embassies and military installations. So I'll definitely try and see how I'll be able to wing it, as this will be a very, very, very lengthy video, and hopefully hope you guys will bear with me. So again, we'll stand here. So we've made a bend, as you guys have noticed, all the way to that particular side is exactly where we came from, and this is exactly where we are. Just trying to zoom into those other locations or those further parts of the Leicester community right there as we continue with the video. And of course, check those hilly sections of the Gloucester or the Regent side of that particular area right there as we continue. So I think one thing I noticed since I started the vlog, I think most of those olden days construction or the bird houses, unlike the Gloucester community where I know that there are still remnants of them, but I think they are more present at the Gloucester community than here at the Leicester community. But all the same, we definitely have seen that most of these houses have been replaced by modern designs, or by modern architecture, as these particular areas continue to expand and grow, as some of these very remote or back roads have been constructed over the years, but we are here as we continue. So we are still at the Leicester side of this particular side, and I'll definitely not be able to show you guys exactly where the Leicester community ends, and of course where the other part of South Ridge, which is also a part that is at the back of the embassy, the United States Embassy. But as we go along, we'll try as much as possible in trying to see exactly where one spot starts and where the other one ultimately ends. But again, thank you guys for coming along, and keep subscribing to the channel. So again, I'll take you guys back so you guys know exactly where we came from. So there is some sort of a hill that we've just walked from, and this is exactly where we are. We came from that particular side, as we are still at the Leicester community, trying to push the video forward, or try to push it as further as we can. So for some of you guys that are in need of those types of bricks, I think those are the phone numbers of the individuals that manufacture them. So if you guys want any of those designs, that is, or those are the numbers, you definitely call them and request exactly the type of design that you want as we continue. So that is a concrete mixer, as you guys are seeing this. So these are signs that there is some sort of a construction activity going on around somewhere at this particular side as we continue with the video. So again, we are here. So this is Fab Drive, and of course there is a metal workshop somewhere back of this house. It's called Lukule. You guys definitely see the sign, and these are their numbers. If you guys that have construction projects around here are in need of some metal work, so that is exactly where it is. So I forgot to tell you guys, so this particular way that we have walked all the way from is called the New London Street, and that is exactly where we came from, right there. But we are about to make a bend right here as we continue. So I think that is a French word for this particular road. It's called Rue de la Paix, if I'm not mistaken. So for those of you guys that understood French, let me know in the comments what exactly that is. So I definitely know that we have left the Leicester side, or the Leicester part of this particular video, and we are at the back ends of South Ridge, or the back ends of Hill Station, or whatever way, because standing at certain locations, just like I initially told you guys, we'll definitely try to see the view from those particular areas or those particular angles, because actually the location that I had wanted to go to was to use that same way that we used by using the Jalo Jamboya drive at Old School Junction, and then try and make my way all the way to that bridge and then try to focus my attention on the other parts, not the hillcut side, but that other parts which we did not do an exploration of. But again, standing here, I'll take you guys back so you guys will know exactly where we are. So we have left the Leicester peak side, or the Leicester community right behind, and there is exactly where we made our way up to this particular point. But I'll just pan the camera around so you guys will definitely see exactly this other side, or this other portion, or this other section. Check that particular building out, and of course these new construction projects right here as we continue. So I know by now that most of you guys may be thinking about, what about some of these facilities such as schools, a supermarket, a bank, and of course a hospital. And just like I told you guys, at Hill Station, or at Old School Junction, I've already showed you guys the Church Memorial Hospital that is located right at the junction of the Old School nightclub right there. And there is also the 34 hospital that is located at the main Wilberforce highway, or Wilberforce junction, just so you guys will know. And as for schools, I think if you drive say 5-10 minutes by using the Hillcourt Road, there is the international school, and of course there are also very important private schools all around this particular side. But again, I'll stand here just trying to take you guys back so you guys will know exactly where we came from. So that is exactly where we came from, just to let you guys know. And still at this particular way, or this particular route, we have left the Leicester community behind, and this is exactly where we are, back of South Ridge, just to let you guys know exactly where we are, very close to the Leicester community. But again, so I am purposely at this particular spot just so I can give you guys a 360 view of exactly how it looks like at this particular angle where I am, just to show you guys some sections of the city and also other areas right there as we continue with the video. So just like I initially told you guys, there are some spots or some sections that are located around this particular main highway where you definitely see some parts of the intersections of the city, just like exactly where I am standing. And I definitely know that there is another community called tree planting located somewhere down there, and of course the city center is right down there as you guys are seeing it. But this particular side, there are some sections, just like I initially told you guys, where there's a community called tree planting, and of course you definitely see some sections of the Hillcourt community right here, and of course other areas that will definitely not be able to identify except that of the U building, which you guys will definitely see right there as I continue to show you guys right there, as the landscape continues all the way from this particular side. And we'll definitely see the water from this particular side as we continue with the video. So just a recap, or just to let you guys know where we started. So the focus for today's vlog was to start the video right at Sky Junction, which there is a road that leads still the newly constructed rail bypass road, and there's also another road that directly leads to the University of Sierra Leone, Furabe College, and there's also the old road that I showed you guys, that where that Rokel Commercial Bank shop was located. Right there was exactly where I showed you guys, and that particular roundabout is called Sky Junction, and there is exactly where we started the video, and we've started the video at the Leicester community, and we've passed that particular area, and this is exactly where we are. And of course, this is the view from this particular side, or this particular angle right there, as you guys are seeing it as we continue with the video. So just to let you guys know that we have passed the Leicester community behind, and we are at another section called South Ridge, and if I can describe it, you can say it is the inner sections or the inner parts of the old school. No, or you can say it is the inner part of the IMATT community, or back of the United States Embassy, as this particular side or this particular highway also will take us directly to that of the main Regent Highway, or to IMATT Junction, or where the compound of the International Military Advisory Training Team, where they are building, or their compound is that particular main junction. But hopefully, I hope I'll be able to show it to you guys, as just to let you guys know that I'll be putting my camera down at certain spots, as we'll definitely not film that particular embassy, as we'll try as much as possible to avoid filming it, and also try and touch base with the end of the video, or the end part of that particular video. So again, standing here just to show you, or let you guys see the view from this particular side before we continue with the video down those particular sections right there, and of course the city center right there. And if I can show you guys, that is the Freetown City Council building right there, as we continue with the video. So this is Thoronka Drive, back of IMATT, or you can definitely call it also back of the Leicester community, as the Leicester community is not very far from this particular side. So this is exactly where we are. We've walked all the way from that particular side, and this is exactly where we are as we continue with the video. So bear with me, as we'll still have a lot to see, as this particular video will be a very lengthy one. I definitely don't know exactly how we'll be able to wing it, but hopefully we will try as much as we can. So for short, I would definitely say that in order to describe exactly where we are at the back of IMATT, or back of the United States Embassy, very close to the Leicester P community, as we've already done an exploration of that particular side. So this is exactly where we are as we continue to make progress. So I definitely know that overall this particular area is developing very rapidly, or has developed, because there is a huge amount of construction projects that are completed, and also there are still some construction projects that are not yet completed as we make progress. But again, bear with me, as we still have a lot to see. as we continue to make progress. So I think this is a mosque. It's called Masjid Ul Karim. It's still under construction right there, as you guys are seeing it. But again, we'll stand here just trying to take you guys back. So that is exactly where we are as we pan the camera around, so you guys will see these other parts or these other sections or these other sides that are located at this particular side, this particular area right there. Still here as we continue with the video. So we continue. We continue with the video, and if I can stand here, this is also the view from this particular side or this particular angle. So these are all parts or sections of the back of the IMATT or South Ridge or back of the United States Embassy, as there are a lot of construction that is still ongoing and not completed yet as we continue with the video. So here is exactly where we are as we've made our way from that particular side up to this particular side, and check this particular building out right there. And of course, still a way to be carved out as we continue. So in talking about this particular area, the Gloucester side, or if I can say the back of IMATT or the South Ridge part of this particular area, you definitely tell that it is a very pricey area. And of course, to get a piece or plot of land right at this particular area is very pricey, but not impossible, as you guys are seeing it. And I definitely don't know what a single room apartment or what an apartment at this particular location will set you back, but you can definitely tell that it will be a very pricey one. But as we continue again, I will stand here, just try to take you guys back. So this is Beauty to this drive. It goes all the way down that particular side, but let me just pan the camera around so you guys will get the view from this particular side. So there is exactly where we came from right there, and this is the down part of this particular location, still at the South Ridge side or back of the IMATT or back of Leicester, if you can call it that, as we continue with the video. Still here, still pushing the vlog as much as we can. Of course, check those construction projects out right there, all the way to that particular one right there as we continue with the video. So we are coming very close to the end of this particular vlog, as I know that by now you guys must have had an idea of exactly how it is or how this particular side of the country is, and you definitely tell that these particular areas are part of the more affluent part of the country, as you guys will definitely tell by the amount of or the sheer amount of house designs, the total number of construction projects that are located, and you definitely know that this is a residential area because since we started that particular area we will definitely you definitely not see a lot. You've definitely not come across businesses except for some or a very few of them, but we are still here as we continue with the video. So again, we'll try and stand here just to take you guys back and panning the camera so you guys will see exactly where we are and exactly where we came from. So right there is exactly where we came from, as you guys are seeing it, still at the back end or still at the back of South Ridge or back of IMATT or very close to the Leicester community, if you guys can describe it like that. So you guys, just so you guys definitely get an idea of exactly where we are, and you guys will definitely know that this particular video is a 2-in-1 video, as we started way at the exploration of the Leicester community. That is exactly where we started the video, at the exploration of the Leicester community through that New London Street was the route that we used, and we started the vlog at Sky Junction. But again, there is some sort of a view right here. We'll just stand here again, pan the camera around so you guys will definitely have an idea of the view from these locations right here as we continue, as I take you guys back, so you guys will know exactly or have a play-by-play or step-by-step guide of exactly where we are during the video. And if I can zoom in all the way right there, there is some sort of an excavation going on, as you guys will are seeing that particular excavator. I think it is carving out some sort of an access road, but I think from this particular side you definitely not know exactly what it is doing. But these are just some of the buildings that are located at the hilly sides or the hilly sections of South Ridge or back of the IMATT, right here very close to the Leicester community. But we continue and we are coming to the part where I'll have to put my camera down as I have approached the United States Embassy, and Uncle Sam does not allow cameras or individuals to film its embassy, so we'll just try to push it a little further than this particular side, and of course put the camera down exactly where the embassy is very visible from that particular location as we continue with the video. So this is a vendor, as you guys are seeing it, but we continue with the video and hopefully try to make it or push it all the way to IMATT Junction, which is exactly the focus for this particular vlog or this particular video. So again, thank you guys for the 1,000 subscription mark that we achieved, and hopefully keep subscribing and keep supporting the channel as you guys continue to help me grow. So just to let you guys know that we are taking a bend, and this is exactly where we are. We came from that particular side right there, and this is exactly where we are, and we are coming very close to the embassy now. And I'll try to put my camera down and maybe hopefully try to show you guys more all the way to the target or the focus for this particular vlog, which is that of the IMATT Junction, which we'll definitely try and see as the end of the vlog. So this is Ebayami Cole Avenue. It goes all the way down to that particular side right there. So check the view from this particular side, as this is exactly where I will put the camera down and hopefully try to push the video as further as we can. So just zoom in so you guys will see again some parts or some sections of the city center right there as I take you guys back. So this is the view from this particular side or this particular angle. So this is exactly where we'll put the camera down and then try to pick it back up immediately we've passed the embassy, and hopefully try and complete the vlog for you guys, so you guys definitely know exactly how it is or how exactly this particular community is. So again, this is George Book Street right here, as that is the particular route where we are at this particular side or this particular section as we continue. So the embassy is just somewhere down there, so we'll put the camera down and hopefully try to pick it back up. Welcome back. So this is exactly where we are, and we are making our way now to the final stop or to the end of the vlog, as we have cleared the embassy, and this is exactly where we are, still at that particular main road that we used, and this is exactly where we are. So at this particular side or this particular section, making our way to IMATT junction. So we continue, and of course this is the fence to the compound of IMATT. Of course you guys already know that it stands for International Military Advisory Training Team. But I think its acronym, if I can say, has been changed recently to, I think, ISAT, or International Security Assistance Team. But I think the mandate is still the same, but I think if it's not the same, if their functions are still the same, or their mission, but this is exactly where we are as we continue. So again, we'll make a bend, but I will stop here, just trying to take you guys back. So that is exactly where we came from. As you guys are seeing it right there, that is exactly where we came from. And of course there is a sign right there, military area, no entry. So let me just pan the camera around, and there is a sign right there, and there is a villa. If I am able to zoom in, it says for sale or for rent, and those are the numbers that you guys are to call, 031 500 046, for those of you that are looking to buy a very, very nice villa, or to rent an apartment or a single room right there. And you guys definitely see right up there, there is some sort of a construction ongoing right there, as you guys are seeing it. Let me just zoom in so you guys will definitely know exactly how it is as we continue. So this is the route that we will take. So we have definitely left the Leicester Peak side, and we are very, very close to the Regent side, if I can say, of this particular video or of this particular vlog. And hopefully this is how it will be all the way, as most of my shots is being blocked by these very, very tall and huge fences that are right here. But and this huge drainage system right there. So overall, I think this particular side, as there are two very huge drainage systems on both sides, and the road is at the middle. But coming to the end of the vlog, I just want to say that by now you guys have gotten an idea of exactly how things are at the Leicester side, or the region side of South Ridge, if I can say, or the back of IMATT section of these particular areas that you will definitely not be able to see if you are only using this particular main Wilberforce or IMATT or Regent's main highway. So this is exactly how it is as we continue. But again, I'll pause here, just try to take you guys back so you guys know exactly where we came from. So there is exactly where we came from, and check those hilly sections or those hilly sides right there as we continue with the video. Just panning the camera around as we continue on make progress right here. So again, thank you guys for coming along with me, and for the sponsors or for those that support the channel, keep sponsoring or keep supporting the channel, as you guys definitely know that without your support these videos will definitely not be able to get to you. So thank you guys, and keep supporting the channel as we make progress. So we are almost coming to the end of the vlog, as I just want to try and show you exactly where I will end the video, as this particular section will just try to make a bend, and then we'll come to the main intersection, or if I can say IMATT junction, as we continue with the video. So hopefully by now you guys will definitely see that most of these highways are interconnected, or most of these newly constructed highways are somehow connected to various areas and to various communities, just so as to serve as a link to unify the various sections, that if one particular area is lacking in a particular facility or amenity, there is a particular way or a road that connects the other community that may be sufficient, or that is sufficient in that particular facility or commodity, just to let you guys know. So these are some of the bikes that are usually parked, that usually take passengers to various areas or various sections that are located at this particular IMATT or South Ridge or the Leicester communities, right at the inner part or the intersections of this particular main road. So again, thank you guys for coming along with me, and that is the video. And again, until I catch you guys again at the next one. So this is the main IMATT junction, or the main Regent, or this particular road leads to Hill Station, Wilberforce, Lumley, Hillcourt Road and other areas. So that is the video. Until I catch you guys again at the next one, thank you guys for coming along with me. So this other part, of course, you guys already know, it leads to Grafton, Regent, Bathurst, and ultimately Dewey, and also leads to the main Freetown Highway. So thank you guys for coming again, and peace.